All right, guys, this morning we in the shop again. Thanks for all the comments and suggestions. As we get to some of those things, like somebody asked about a steering stem service, I'll actually have one of those coming up soon. Not on this bike. This bike already got a Lexon on it, but one of the other amateur bikes that I'm building, I don't have that Lexon yet. I'll get it at the shop, and I'll do that video from the race shop in South Carolina. Today, this morning, first thing I'm gonna do, I gotta put a chain on this bike. Everybody knows how to put a chain on, nothing to it. You measure it up, cut it off, make it the length you want, pop a master link in there, pop a little clip on it, and roll out. Well, factory racing, we don't use master links with clips. We press them on there and rivet them in where they can't come out. So I think it's a cool thing to show. See how we do it. Some of you may already do it. I'd never done that before until I started working for Stu Bale at Factory Kawasaki. So let's get started. So first thing we got a DID 520 ERV7. That's the chain we use, O-ring chain. That's what we'll be putting in it. You're gonna need a PBR made by Motion Pro. It's a chain press, link, rivet. You're gonna need this Motion Pro chain breaker. I prefer to use this chain breaker over using my PBR as a chain breaker, which it is a chain breaker as well, but this one is so much quicker, so easy. You just drop a 14 and it'll zoop, pop right out. You'll see that in a minute. You're gonna need a 14 to back that off after. You're gonna need a 17 to press the rivets in, and 14 on the impact. And you need to take your jacket off. It's hot as shit in here already. It was chilly this morning. It's like, dude, I'm in South Louisiana, and man, we had a freaking blizzard. I'm serious, a freaking blizzard. 9.5 inches of snow on, I don't know what day it was, on Monday, and then it was 75 on Friday. So that's how we do it. I'm about to finish this coffee, look over this motorcycle. We're still working on Caillou Martinez's bike. Yeah. You know, 90% of working on these bikes is walking in the shop in the morning and looking at them for an hour. Listening to some Sepultura roots. I like to listen to full albums. I mean, a lot of times I put my shit on shuffle, but I prefer full albums from start to finish. Coming from an entertainment background and working in the music business my whole life, a lot of effort and energy goes into the sequence of an album. And some of them are great from start to finish, and some of them suck from start to finish. This generation only knows certain songs by bands. They don't know albums, but this is Sepultura Roots, recorded at Indigo Ranch in Malibu, California, and I'm gonna say probably 96, 97. Yeah, great metal breakthrough. All right, let's get it. We're gonna bust this chain out. And man, when you're doing stuff like this, man, they got a bunch of companies make products and stuff, and a lot of shit's good and whatever. As long as you know, we use DID chains, right? But inside there, you're gonna have a chain, and you're gonna have your links and everything. But man, a chain should last you quite a while. We could probably get on Stu Baylor's bike. We're getting sometimes 3, sometimes 4 races out of a chain. It probably could go a lot more. We just wouldn't do it because, I mean, the chains are there and why gamble? But same thing with a dirt trick sprocket. Man, you wanna talk about good for the consumer? Man, get your dirt tricks. You'll never one per season. That's it, one per season, unless you change your unless you decide to change your gearing or something like that. But our guys run the same one a lot. They'll run it a lot. So what I'll do is I'll bring it around like that. We like to run our wheelbase as short as possible. So we start with, you didn't see this because I already did it, but we start with the axle all the way in the front of the carrier as far as we can get it. He's running a 51, so it's gonna end up putting his, I can't get another link over. So that's where we're gonna cut it right there and fold it over. Typically, I like to get about 60 mil. Right here, that's probably like 70, 75 mil, which is quite a bit, but it's just gonna move this back just a little bit more. But the closer and shorter your wheelbase is, the better your suspension works. There's less bind on the suspension when the bike starts compressing and stuff like that. It keeps the shock working much better. Me personally, I can't tell the difference, but when Rick from Factory Connections tells you to shorten the wheelbase, the better it works, you kind of got to believe it because they got the best suspension. Anyway, let's break this off. So look, we're going to use just a regular old Jimmy Motion Pro chain breaker. Line that rascal up like that. Catch this right here. It's going to get loud for a second. Like that. And this is where we need this. Like that. Back this back out. Pin just fell. Like that. We're done with that tool. That simple. Like that. Throw away all your rubber. We'll open the master. Inside that master, you're gonna get 4 O-rings, O-ring chain. Cut that open like that. We're gonna dump those little rascals out. I love music, man. Heavy. So we'll take the, I don't know if you can see this, but there's nothing to hook onto. We're gonna peen that and flare it out. So we're gonna put us some, put us two like that. It comes with a little envelope of grease, tear here. And it don't take much. We're just gonna give it a little dab there, a little dab there. Put that together. Go ahead on and put it in there like that. On that side. Then we're gonna have these two right here, but I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna put a little dab of grease on here first. That's going to help hold these rascals in place. That. It's in place. Now, we'll put our PBR together. Man, I don't know about y'all, but I like to pick all my shit up nice and neat. That way it's nice and neat when I go to use it the next time. I put everything back in its case, everything. I never leave tools out. I pick everything up as I use them usually. So on the front of here, it's got press, brake, and rivet. Right now we want to press. So you find, as you can see right now, the R is lined up with rivet. If you turn it this way, that's how you always know you're right. The B is in line with brake, and we want to press. So we're going to take the P, and the P is lined up on that side. It's basically the length of the letter standing on that side, but then when you slide it up, oh wow, it magically matches press. Okay, so inside, this right here goes over your links and only lets them go so far in there, so you know when it's on all the way and the chain won't be in a bind. So, pretty cool tool, man. And then you need this piece right here so you can hold that rascal. It just screws in. PBR by Motion Pro. Really good tool. So now we're going to take this. I always like to make sure my logos are placed correctly, even on something like this. So that hook's there. Well, I gotta tighten this up some. And we're gonna tighten this up. It's just taking me a second. Make sure that we lined up like that. And then we're going to take our 17. And just roll the movie. But I keep going from side to side, double checking. And I go a little bit and I'll back off and I'll look at it. All right, it can go on a little bit more. Press a little bit more. It's a little slow process. All right, we should be close. All right. Now we got that pressed on there. Now we're going to take our tool and we're going to change our block to rivet. So you find your letters on your block. Rivet is down like this, like that. Now there's another piece you got to put on here when you rivet it. This little bullet right here, this little ball bearing is the magic portion of this. So now we got that on there. Now what we do is we just come over and it's going to sit right over it. I don't know if you can see this or not, but we're going to put the ball bearing goes right in the center of the rivet. And then take your 17 and do one at a time. And what it's doing is mushrooming it out, just flaring it out to where the master link can't come off. All right, that's one. And then we're gonna do the other one. I left my glasses inside, so I'm doing this by feel. Okay. One more. There it is. Look at it and see. I'm gonna give it one more little snug on both of them, just a little extra. If you think something can go a little bit more, do it. Yeah, there we go. You can feel it set in. Oh yeah, that's it. Let's see if we get it. Oh yeah. All right, that's it. All right, this chain's on and installed. So we'll pick up our tools after. So now you can see. Let me see if I can get this on there better. This is the master link. You can see it's pinned in there. That sucker's not coming out. Okay. So make sure we set back up. All right. So yeah, so you just take all this shit like this. That's the one that pushed out. Take this, stick it all back in this box, and we'll put a stamp on it. We'll mail it to somebody. I'm joking. Garbage is over. I missed. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and get our 32. We're gonna catch a 10-12. 10-12. We're gonna adjust this chain like this. If you don't have one of these, you're messing up. Anyway, all right. We're close right there, guys. We got 15 on that side. Let's see what else we got going on. Do it by feel first. Still a little loose. Now, $58. Pretty good. For me, 3 fingers, still one. 58 on there. So now what we're gonna check also is six. Both 56. Go figure. Now the reason I was able to hit that so good on the adjusters is because when they started all the way in and you turn them out the exact same amount, some bitches should be right. All right, so now you can stick anything in there. A lot of people stick a wrench in there or whatever. I just usually stick I'll stick a rag in there, and then we'll tighten it down, and it'll be good to go. I'm not too concerned with it at this point, because when I get to round one, it's gonna when I get to round one, obviously these wheels will come off, and we'll have to put on some different tires and stuff. This is still time from testing, but other than that, that's about it, man. That was your how to press a chain on. Other than that, man, I got a lot of shit to do I want to get done today. I got another video I'll do after a while. I'm going to be installing an IMS tank on a KX85, oversized tank. I don't know what else I got left to do to this bike. Plastics and graphics, but you guys don't really need to see that. Everybody knows how to put on plastics and graphics. I might show a little bit of graphics, like one piece or something. Way I do it a little different than other people. But anyway, if any of these videos help you, like and subscribe. We're just doing this for fun. Something my little boy wanted to do, so I'm doing it for him. And if it does make him some money, he was like, man, it makes money doing this stuff. I'm like, okay, well, whatever it is, it's for Nico. So y'all like and subscribe, and over and out.